So lately, a lot of my videos have been me singing and doing different voice impersonations of karaoke songs. I had a different thought today, and what I thought is I am going to make a video on how to make a great omelet. So, this is going to be totally unedited. I apologize ahead of time for the really bad camera work. I am not a cameraman, and frankly, I don't have a rig. I'm just doing this off of my phone. By the way, that's why my channel is called Real Phone Vids. It's actually called Real Phone Vids because everything I do is taken with a cell phone. So, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna actually show you how you make the perfect omelet. Now, we've got the setup here, basically. Butter, pepper jack cheese, eggs, a pan, which I've already put the butter in. You wanna take about that much butter, because you wanna be able to get it all around the pan. But that's only part of it. There's one ingredient that a lot of cooks don't tell you about when they're making those omelets, and why I wish I knew the scientific explanation of why, but I don't know why. But it seems that adding just a dollop of milk to the egg mix will make an omelet come out fluffier, tastier, creamier. There's a different flavor to the eggs when you add just a little bit. Now, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Got the bowl right here. Okay. Now, the first thing you want to do when you crack your eggs, actually, this is a good thing to teach people because a lot of people have problems. They get real dirty when they're cracking their eggs. You really want to take the lip of the bowl, and you want to crack it lightly at first until a little bit heavier until you feel the break. Okay? Feel the break, you get the little break in there, and just separate. That easy, okay? You do that, and you never have to worry about making a mess because otherwise, you ever break, I've seen a lot of people do it where you break the egg, you end up cracking the whole thing. Like it makes a mess along the side of the bowl. It makes a mess on your countertop. It makes a mess everywhere, or it makes a mess all over your hands. But that light tap also makes it so that you can get an even break and you don't get any shells in your eggs. Because if you really break the shell of the egg, you end up with little pieces that just fall in with the egg, and then you're sitting there fishing out eggshells. I know a lot of people have done that. I'm sure people who watch this video are going, oh my God, I hate that. Yeah, I hate that too. And that's why you do the light tap and just get the little bit of a break. Now, I've got the 3 eggs in there, and before I mix them, I don't give a fuck what any other cook will ever tell you. Just that dollop. I want to show you for reference, just that small dollop of milk. It's just like a drop. It's not a heavy amount of milk. You don't want to put a lot because that'll make your eggs watery. But just that little bit, and basically stir it up. I don't have a whisk, I just have a fork. But basically, you want to mix it up real good. You want to make sure, let's see if I can actually do the camera on this while I'm doing this. You want to go off from the side and make sure to bring everything around in like a motion like that. Here, I'll slow it down for you so you can see what I'm doing. But when you do it fast, it creates, and then you do a counter the other way. Now, I've mixed the eggs. The next part is melting the butter. Now this is just simple. Everybody knows how to melt butter. You just want to make sure you get an even coat around the whole pan. This is kind of a non-stick pan. I say kind of. It's not completely a non-stick pan, but for the purposes With the butter, once you coat it, you're good to go. By the way, even if you're using a nonstick pan, unless you're really trying to go like an ultra healthy, no fats route, whatever, then you don't have to use butter in a nonstick pan. But you can still use butter because butter does add a flavor to the eggs itself when it's cooking. I'm gonna bring that to a medium light. I'm gonna stir the eggs just a little bit one more time while the butter's finely melting. Okay. Pour that in. Now, let's see if I can. All right, cool. So we got this going. Make sure to get every last bit of egg out of there. Every last bit of egg. Now, when you go to omelet stations and things, if you go to like a buffet, you'll see the omelet stations. One of the things you'll notice that the omelet guys do is they actually they pull away the edges, and that makes the eggs cook a little bit faster. And I'll show you what I mean. Let's turn on the light here. Oh. There we go. All right, see how the eggs are starting to cook on the edges. So what you do is, what you want to do, it's so hard to mirror image. You want to pull back like that, let the fresh egg pour over, okay? You want to do that side to side. I know this is a slow video, and y'all are watching probably going, oh God, fast forward. But it's important to keep in mind that when you're cooking, you gotta do this right. Now, the thing is, by doing that, what I've allowed myself, basically, is I've given myself enough leeway, and the eggs have cooked enough that way that I can just simply flip them over. And boom. Now they're cooking. I'm gonna turn down the heat just a little bit. And while they're cooking, here's the best part, my favorite part. My favorite part about making an omelet, cheese omelet that is. The cheese. You can use shredded cheese if you want. I use sliced cheese. I don't give a shit. Cheese is cheese. It's delicious. And I'm using pepper jack. And I just lay them down, and I'll show you the pattern that I lay them down in. And just across the center. So basically, when you're done, believe it or not, these are already done. And then you just, real quick, fold them over. And voila, omelet. So if you've ever wondered what it is that the restaurants do, that's it. That's all they do. And it's that quick to make an egg. Omelet, what, 9 minutes.